Well, I'm not the typical carbon guru, and the Laconic team is not the typical carbon or climate team. And really, it's because we came at the problem from a very, very, very different point of view. And while climate change is individually and collectively important to myself and to all of the members of the Laconic team, none of us came up in the climate industry. We came up in financial services, we came up in project development, we came up in general contracting, we came up in information services and management. We were able to approach the problem with not just one fresh set of eyes, but a complete collective of a fresh set of eyes and perspectives. And carbon in particular has been kind of beset by a tremendous amount of received wisdom, which has never been, from my point of view, properly questioned in terms of its continued validity. And so you've had a lot of kind of economically questionable behavior in the past undertaken by well-meaning people. There have been companies that have created carbon exchanges, and I can understand why. They say, well, we want to be able to trade carbon, but exchanges already exist. The New York Stock Exchange, CME, LSEG, SGX in Singapore. Why reinvent the wheel? And yet in carbon, 25 years have been spent reinventing the wheel on a succession of these concepts: settlement, clearing, information structures, and the like, all while really kind of fundamental market infrastructure problems were ignored until Laconic created the Lucid, the Laconic Universal Environmental Identifier, for example. There was no universal, unique naming convention for tons of CO2e, of carbon dioxide equivalent. If you can't name something, how do you trade in it? How do you price it? How do you assign variables to it? It's kind of a fundamental characteristic of a marketplace. And there were some, small frame or small form attempts over time to create a serialization unit, but they weren't global in scope. We have a very different point of view, and we're sometimes criticized for that, but we believe firmly in what we're doing and the necessity for doing what we're doing. And we were willing to put not only our effort, but our capital behind it.